Yeah,
Whatever you
that
need.
is not a problem.
We'll do what you need. So we went through the list of questions and we
Okay.
kind of picked out some.
Mhm.
But when we get finished, if there's some of the other ones that you looked at that you think, oh, I want to go back and talk about those.
I did not look at the
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Well, then
Okay.
that's good too. Whatever. But if there is, then we can always go back and do some of that too. So, so we'll just start.
Yep,
All
absolutely.
right. So, what are some of the most important things that you think we should know about you, your life, your experiences?
About me, I'm a joyful person. I mean, that's something that I try to stay true to. Family oriented. You know, I grew up here in this area. Actually went to Collins Intermediate, Knox High, College Park. Again, I'm at Sam Houston. I think y'all probably already know that. I have a girlfriend that I plan on marrying soon. So I mean that's a big part of my future plans, at least. And I mean, I love music. That's kind of like why I'm doing this whole band director thing. It's what I love to do. And I love teaching the kids. My intermediate school band director, Brian Moran. I don't know if you guys might know.
I do know Brian.
He had a big influence on me in my 6th grade year. So that's kind of why I'm passionate now. And I want to kind of start the same love for music that he did for me and my students. So yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Yes, a lot of fun.
He has a lot of passion for his job. He really does. Yep.
Okay, so being a teacher kind of comes with a lot. So explain what professionalism is to you, both inside of the school and outside of the school.
Okay, professionalism, it's just how you conduct yourself. So how you interact with the kids, other colleagues, you know, assistant principals, everything, and how you get your work done. So if someone's asking you to do something via email, it's do it prompt, do it as soon as you can, and have it like formatted and, you know, clean, nice and uniform throughout. And how you kind of prepare for the job itself. So for a band director position, it's having your lesson plans in order, having like a weekly plan, a monthly plan, semester plan, and kind of working on, you know, back on what you need to do on a daily basis, having a plan ready, and, you know, just trying to stay organized with what you want to get done. And outside of school, I guess you're talking like outside of school events,
Just
or
outside of school, you're at the grocery store.
oh, I mean, I guess like, you know, just be the person you are. It's not like, don't be two-faced, I guess. Like if I'm acting, you know, happy and joyful here, if I'm at the grocery store, I would expect me not to be grumpy and, you know, have still appropriate language outside of school, things like that. And it's you know, it's just like be an actual good person, a good human being at all times. So yeah.
How would you meet the needs of all the different learners that you're going to have in your classroom? Because you're going to have a variety.
Yes, I've learned that already with student teaching here.
Right.
Just kind of have different approaches to kind of teaching and learning music. So that's, you can clap and count it. You can have them write down beats in their music, like write in count 1, count 2 in their music. So they're getting this physical aspect to it, like taking notes in class. You can sing the part to them, and I've seen that happen a lot. So they have the auditory sense. You can even play it. I've seen Mr. Harvey do that, where he'll play his trombone, and the guy's like, oh, that's how it sounds. And then I can play my trombone as a kid and try to emulate it and make it sound like them. And then repetition. I mean, if someone's not getting it right the first time, have them do it again, and the teacher can explain it maybe in a different way that kind of suits them. So I try to incorporate all the different learning styles, the kinesthetic, auditory, and I don't remember the other one, but yeah.
That's good. That kind of leads us to, you know, the next question, because sometimes in class you're teaching something and those kids just get that blank look, like they have no idea what's going on. So what do you do in that type of situation, and how do you fix it?
Ooh, maybe ask for kids who do understand it to raise their hand. It's like, hey, if we're working a scale or whatever, like, hey, raise your hand if you do understand this, play it for the class, everyone else, Aaron finger along, like position along. And maybe if it's like a certain scenario, like, hey, if you understand this, show your neighbor the fingering, or, you know, like, hey, who is having a problem with like the certain flats in this scale? Like, okay, some kids are having a problem. Like, if you're confident, show his fingers, show your neighbor your fingers, like, kind of have some like teamwork within the classroom. And then it kind of helps, like the best way to learn is to teach. So then kids are teaching, and other kids that don't know